Garrick, I would never play Coldplay. Gross. I don't particularly like them. I'm exhausted. I am so tired. I got a headache. You said that was part of the song. Yes! Yes, I did it. Oh. I'm so tired. I don't remember turning my alarm off. But when I woke up and I was gonna roll over and I looked at the clock and it said 10:30 and it also said that my alarm was off and I was like, fuck. Look at my eyes. Do you see this shit? Do you see how red and like not having it they are? I'm so tired. I didn't sleep well. I'm in a bad mood, I'm cranky. The Duty of a Queen is a never-ending story. Yeah, I was up a little bit late and I just couldn't sleep. Anyway, so I have a very large cup of tea, but I didn't have enough time to get ready, so Man, I was gonna get up at 9:30. I have to do laundry before I go. Ugh. Basically, my day yesterday was make dinner, play a lot of Dota. I did get some stuff done though. I did this so that if I'm talking about the charity, I can go do a thing for that. And what else did I do? I contacted Ganon about his coat of arms. I still have to make it, but I didn't do that. Yeah, I did some little stuff. Yeah. I was gonna, surprise, surprise, I was going to surprise you guys again and sing just one song. As like a thank you for being here when I start the stream. Because it does, it matters, it helps people realize that I'm live and like filter in faster, which helps my numbers, which helps the channel grow, etc. Yes, Ganon is also doing a charity event this weekend. Right? It's this weekend. My brain is so ultra dead. Anyway, let me say hi. Hujambo MS, Hujambo Garrick, Hujambo Nicole, Hujambo JJ. You're early, but on time. If I've already begun playing music, I wouldn't say that's early. Early is here before I start the stream. But happy to have you anyway. Pretty new piano music that blah! That would totally be a song that I would write 100%. Trading hype from yesterday. I was still tired yesterday. But not quite this bad. I think it's the headache. Awake since 3 hours ago because Wiggum's a butthole. Wiggum! You're adorable. Stop being a butthole. And thank you for the cast command on MS and Nicole. There's a countdown on the site? Okay, cool. I'm gonna be on vacation, so I'm not gonna be watching streams. Why is this so... I can't. Technology's not on my side. Right on time. Yeah, they're wizards. You're right, MS. They are wizards. They arrive precisely when they mean to. I know what I want to do. I was gonna play a song. I wasn't gonna play a song. Now I'm back to I'm gonna play one. But you're right, MS. I shouldn't have phrased it in that way. I don't ever want anybody to feel bad for not being here at a specific time. I'm happy to have you whenever you show up for whatever amount of time, whether you're chatting or lurking. I'm happy to have you. Because I do the streaming thing, for me, on time is like, if I hit the live button at 11 a.m., I'm like, yes, I did it. I'm usually a little bit late. We're gonna do a single song, I swear, only one. And if I fuck up, it's too bad for me. Alright, what do we got today? My fingers are not happy, let me tell you. They're very upset with me. They were numb all day yesterday, and still a little bit numb this morning. Probably a little bit bruised, working on those calluses. Like I said yesterday, I haven't played in months. Anyway. But yeah, tell me how you guys are. What did you get up to since we saw each other last? How's it going? And in the meantime, I'm going to play this song. And then we're going to do Swahili, and then we're going to get right into the game. Haraka haraka. Haraka, it means like quickly in Swahili. There's actually a proverb, is what it's called, I think. Haraka haraka hyena baraka. Quickly is without blessing, I believe, is what it means. My brain is so dead. All right, ready? Do, do, do. That's not right. Do, 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 understand the things I say. Don't turn away from me, 'cause I spent half my life out there. You wouldn't disagree. My fingers are not having it. To see me, do you like me? Do you like me standing there? Do you notice? Do you know? Do you see me? Do you see me? Does anyone care? Unhappiness. Where's when I was young and we didn't give a damn, 'cause we were raised to see life as fun and take it if we can. My mother, she'd hold me. Oh, she'd hold me when I was out there. My father, he liked me. Oh, he liked me. Does anyone care? Understand what I've become. It wasn't my design, and people everywhere think something better than I am. But I miss you. I miss 'cause I liked it. 'Cause I liked it when I was out there. Do you know this? Do you know you did not find me? You did not find. Does anyone care? Unhappiness. Where's when I was young and we F is so hard today. We didn't give a damn, 'cause we were raised take it if we can. My mother, she'd hold me. Oh, she'd hold me when I was out there. My father, he liked me. Oh, he liked me. Does anyone care? Does anyone care? Does anyone care? Does anyone care? It says that a bunch of times, but I'm gonna skip ahead because that feels weird to me. Do 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 do, because I skipped a chord. That's why it sounded weird. Anyway, yay! I'm still exhausted. Unhappiness. Where's when I was young and we didn't give a damn. My cat's ruining the mood by getting fur caught in her mouth. Perfect mood. Perfect mood. 'Cause we were raised to see life as fun and put my watch back on my wrist. So what the heck is happening with Stream Puppy? Alright, we're gonna do Swahili. Hey, woo blah. Woo blah, woo blah. How you doing? Alright, so I taught you Juya, about. I taught you Baina ya, between. Now I'm gonna teach you Baadaya. Baadaya. You notice there's two A's, so you pronounce each of them as a separate syllable, because that's Swahili for you. Baadaya. It means after. I have to put in the pair code. Hang on a second, I gotta do a thing with technology. 4901. I don't know why you needed that again, telephone. We literally just used you yesterday. Anyway, some loves. Bring the razor light. Nice. So yeah, Baadaya. So Leo asubuhi, this morning, or it literally means today morning, but it's also used as this morning. It's weird. Swahili, it's a little weird sometimes. I think all languages are a little weird sometimes. So Leo asubuhi nilicheza muziki. I played music. Baada ya kucheza muziki. I think you would bring it to the infinitive for after playing music. Nina. Or I should keep it in past tense. Nili fundisha, I believe is teach. Nili fundisha Kiswahili. My brain is struggling. Let's get into the game so I can eat my breakfast and just focus on something else for a little bit. Thank you for bearing with me. Let's also make sure we are on the correct scene. It's the quiet time scene. It's the hush hush. The shush shush, quiet quiet. Nothing is in the right spot today. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Ugh. Got your Razer win and a turbo this morning? Nice. Nice-oo. How did this get butter, like, all over it? Instead of just on one side. Also, it's lukewarm and not at all crispy because I didn't have time. Well, I need to go wash my hands because I can't touch anything like this. Alright, let me eat half of this. Put it in mouth. Put in mouth the food I'm eating. One piece, 10 minutes. How is it not disintegrated already? That's the strangest thing. Alright, let me go wash my hands. Butter betrayed me, you guys.
Madam, your phone is ringing. 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 Madam, your phone.
Did you just interrupt yourself? Mother liquor. That timing, man. What? What the fuck do you want? Who called me? It's just my building. That means I might have a package. I have no idea what they were calling about. But it could mean that I have a package, which could be the Dodger coffee and English breakfast tea. You were eating it in tiny little pieces, like taking a tiny bite and then eating that. I think I've done that with candy corn before, but like on purpose. Alright, so we're starting Act 3 today. I'm along for the ride with this game.
Security was tight at the Monarch Gala. You took quite a risk walking into the Lion's Den.
If we were gonna kidnap Dr. Amaral, then we needed to do it from the inside.
Beth Wilder. You were quick to trust her.
We had common interests.
Is that all you had?
That's all we needed.
Thanks for showing up.
Here, I thought this was gonna be a rescue. Right, there's a story here.
You know a guy called Hatch?
Serene's right-hand man.
He was here. He gave me this big speech about how he wants to take down Paul.
I hope you said no.
I didn't trust him for a second. He set me loose anyways, told me to wait for an opening.
I just gave you one.
Appreciate it.
There's a stupid amount of
What's it
screen
look
time
like
right
out
now.
there?
I think you're secure. Everyone's concentrating on the party. So far, your crazy plan's working.
And
Alright.
Dr. Amaral?
I don't have a fix on her. She's either at the party or at her office at the R&D facility here on the island. I'll scout out the party.
So you're gonna sip champagne while I break into a high-security installation. It's like you got this all figured out.
I'll save you a cocktail, Weenie.
Oh, well, in that case...
Everybody likes a little weenie. Now and again.
My cover isn't gonna survive the night, but it'll last a little longer, so you can't walk out the front door with me. This is the quickest way to the R&D facility. I disabled the security at the back door, but there'll be guards.
Ow.
Contact me when you're clear.
I can't.
And Jack, you know what's at stake here. This can't be about revenge.
I'm not here for Paul.
Only a little bit am I here for Paul. My fingers are bright red. They're very displeased with me. I stuck my finger in my tea to see if it was ready to drink, and my finger just went, ow. And I don't know if it's
Come on,
actually
let's
hot.
Go. This is an escape, remember?
Shh. I don't know if it's because it's actually hot, or if it's
Good
because
luck.
my fingers are in pain.
Hey! He's escaping!
How slick must you feel? During time, I should press mouse 1. Do melee takedown. Oh! Oh, bye. Jeez, crow.
Damn. That will hurt in the morning.
Yeah, this isn't even hot.
My
I
powers
mean,
were
it's
growing.
like warm, but it's not hot.
I was learning to control them better. That felt good.
Just gonna take a second and drink a stupid amount of this tea. One might say I am guzzling it. It's not really a thing you want to do with tea. Hold shift to slow down time. Okay.
Who the hell designs these doors? Okay, I'm gonna have to move faster to get through.
Alrighty. Woo! We
Hey
are
Beth, I'm
free.
clear. What's next?
You'll see a radar tower up ahead soon. Let me know when you get inside.
All right.
Are those fireworks? Oh, guys, let's watch the fireworks. Pretty. Oh, and then we've got our eyes staring. Just staring. All we know is how to stare. Ow. I wanted to see what was over here.
Thank God.
Ow, ow. I just want to climb up. Please, thank you. Because I want this upgrade. Thanks. Thanks so much. Ow, ow, ow. Owies, 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 ow, ow. That was my body. Alright, what do we got here? Using time dodge and time rush will temporary reveal. Time vision. No, thank you. Increase size of time stop. That costs 6. If I'm gonna spend 6, I'd rather wait for a time blast with the reduced cooldown. I could do increased focus. Purchase increased focus to unlock. Oh, wait. Focus time triggered by aiming with mouse 2 immediately after will multi-takedown. Yeah, I want that. I'm gonna purchase. I'm kind of purchasing willy-nilly, and that's okay. Because... yeah, I know how to get past the fucking turret, man.
Oh, you could have warned me about that one, Beth. Okay, how am I getting to that radar tower?
Light machine gun. Huh, interesting. Bunker Hill. I have no idea where we're going. Yay, fireworks. I love fireworks.
I need to get across somehow.
I bet you there's a thingy. Yeah.
Must be a way across.
Alright, hush, I understand. I didn't know how long it was gonna last.
How we're going to explain the dry dock scene to the public. Hey, it was just our people. We can spin it however we want. Call it an accident. Or pin it on Joyce. Yeah, he might as well take the blame for the mess he made.
Bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. What's this? Oh. There's a
Timeline
cannon?
revealed cannon felt loose. I could shift it around.
There is a cannon. I hope this is one of those, like, it's just staying, because I'm gonna read this lore.
Monarch built over World War II fortifications. Maybe wonder why they chose that island.
The existing tunnel system led back to the mainland. Perfect for construction of a highly secretive R&D facility.
Riverport Coastal Defenses. The coastal defense installation of Riverport was commissioned on August 2nd, 1940, and completed in September 1942 as America faced the realities of World War II. In addition to the fortifications and artillery, it also boasted an extensive tunnel system that linked Gull Island to the mainland, enabling free movement of personnel and material even under siege conditions. It was built in preparation for an attack on the United States that fortunately never came. The original plan also called for the construction of a large naval base in Riverport to support the U.S. Navy in the Atlantic, taking advantage of the local shipbuilding industry. My brain just was like, think of something else now. So that's why I was like, shipbuilding industry. But as the United States entered World War II after Pearl Harbor, a change in resourcing priorities led to those plans being scrapped. This installation was in active use through the war, and the underground facilities continued to be used as a base for Navy intelligence work. Once World War II ended, the installation was decommissioned. Alright, so I gotta do this shit. Build up the cannon. Do 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 do.
Smart place to aim the cannon, guys.
I don't understand how to use it though. Like, I don't. So it definitely needs to be built, and then he said something about shifting the position of it. Am I just supposed to climb it?
I've been thinking. Monarch
Yes, sir.
projections say these stutters are getting more frequent. If one hits while we're grabbing Dr. Amaral,
You'll be frozen. Yeah, I know. It's a risk.
Wait, I want to go back down.
Monarch specialist troopers have the stutter proof
Shit.
gear. I bet Dr. Amaral would have that in her office too.
I'll keep an eye out. See if I can grab it for you.
Go back out. There was a down the stairs bit. Rah!
Well, it's locked up tight now.
So tight.
Two in the back of his head. So Drew's got some kind of powers. Yeah, it's true. Freezer, dangerous motherfucker. I'm very hatchmaking person. Yeah. I didn't think a suit like him would have the balls to sit down with someone like Joyce.
I don't think he's afraid of anything. Like, he's maybe a little bit afraid of Paul. But just because he's...
We got an intruder.
Shit!
Just because he's... going in a direction he disagrees with. I can't see what the fuck I'm doing. I can move up. Ooh, yeah, boy. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Why is nothing working? Nothing's working! Fuck! Get me out of here! Imagine a guy just doing this. This is their defense.
Now we're going to explain the dry docks thing to the public. Hey, it was just our people. We can spin it however we
I
want.
have to do this again.
Call it an accident. Or pin it on Joyce.
Yeah, he might as well take the blame for the mess he made.
I got it!
This was way sloppier. Oh well.
Oh, God.
Exactly, MS. Heck,
Time
exactly.
felt broken here. The timeline of the old cannon felt loose. I could shift it around.
Smart place to aim the cannon, guys.
I've been thinking. Monarch projections say these stutters are getting more frequent. If one hits while we're grabbing Dr. Amaral,
You'll be frozen. Yeah, I know. It's a risk.
Monarch specialist troopers have the stutter-proof gear. I bet Dr. Amaral would have that in her office too.
I'll keep an eye out. See if I can grab it for you.
Alright, let's do this again. I have less ammo.
Joyce guy just gave himself up. That's crazy. Yeah, well, he's locked up tight now. I hope they put 2 in the back of his head. Is it true he's got some kind of powers? I mean, without the gear. Yeah.
Does that guy have a helmet on?
That freak's one dangerous motherfucker. Somebody's
Alright, sniper's down.
like he would have.
They're also coming straight towards me, which is great.
Oh, great.
Down. I'm very lucky the snipers ain't wearing helmets. Ain't, guys. You know it's serious when I say ain't. And by serious, I just mean I use it for emphasis. Yeah! Last bullet in the magazine. Excuse me. What was that aiming? What was that aiming? Madam! I can barely see that dude. Can't tell if... Die already! You're so far away from me. Fucking die! Bye. This guy's taking 1 billion hits. Ow. I can barely see. Alright, we're gonna switch. There we go, finally. It's very hard to shoot directly into their visors, but sometimes I can do it. There we go. What? Is this game on PS4? Windows and Xbone. And Steam.
Disabled security and unlock the gates leading to the tower. Let me know when you get there.
Unless you meant Windows,
Thanks, Beth.
the OS, not the... Because someone was saying it was like the Windows Play Store or whatever. Amaro.
Need to get to the radar tower.
She really died so she could check that downstairs area. Amaro BB. You know me too well. No, I didn't do it on purpose. But that does sound like a thing I would do.
Next stop, the radar tower.
It doesn't sound like completely out of character for me. I'm looking around so that I can hopefully, yeah, get more ammo. I wish that I had been able to do some melee takedowns. Why am I getting... I'm getting massive screen tearing today. Right along the bottom of the screen. Are you guys seeing it? Doesn't look like it. That's so distracting. What did my options reset? Like, what the dicks? No? So why am I getting this now? That's why I had... Wait a minute. That's why I kept it on exclusive full screen, because when I played in borderless windowed, there was screen tearing at the bottom. I hope you're okay with me doing that with my voice, because we have, it's on quiet time for this game, just in case. But Amaro BB, thank you so much for being a patron of the hype for 8 months. I hope you enjoyed your parade, and here's your royal salute. That's perfect. Good. Thank you. Ooh, carbine rifle.
Great, another one.
Where is it? Where's the turret? I don't even see it. That's for me. Now I can check this whole business. Oh yeah. Maybe... It's like if I could take the carbine rifle instead of the assault rifle, I would do that. But I like the shotgun. Maybe I like the carbine rifle more. You know what? Oops, I did not mean to use my powers just then. I was just trying to do generic shift. Where did... It was in the turret itself. I'm a doofus, la la la. La 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 la. La la la. 60 rounds. Alright. Gonna drink some more tea to hopefully combat this headache. I mean, it's less of a headache, it's more like my eyes feel like... It feels like my eyes have a headache because I feel it like right under my eye sockets. Like, right under my eyebrow ridge. Do 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 do.
Beth? I'm at the radar tower. Where's the lab?
Below your feet. It's all top secret. The elevator inside will take you down.
Oh, seriously? What is this, a Bond villain lair?
You have no idea.
Look at the flowers, they're
Just
so
don't fall
pretty.
into the shark tank.
Lol. Huh!
Hello, Riverport.
That startled me.
Teresa Sedmak. Happy to spend this fine evening with you good folks. We're gonna have a good
Pick
time.
up, Dad.
But if you're keeping an eye on the in crowd, you know we're not gonna be the only ones. The very exciting, very exclusive Monarch Gala is tonight at their beautiful mansion on Gull Island.
Party at
Of
the
course, the event's
gala!
invite only, and when they say exclusive, they really mean it. Word is even confirmed A-listers have had a lot of trouble securing an invitation. Predictably, rumors are already circulating. Some people are saying that this is not just a party, that there might be an important announcement about Monarch's future coming up. Lots of people are anxious to get in on the ground floor on whatever the new thing, if there is one, might be. It's no secret that when Monarch Solutions makes a move, it pays off. Well, I suppose we'll just have to wait and see. You'll hear about it as soon as I do, listeners. In the meantime, those of us with a view of the river will be able to enjoy the fireworks show, which is bound to be spectacular.
Okay. Reach Dr. Amaral. So there's... Down is the... That's the plot. I just want to check for places that do not contain the plot. Do not contain the plot. First, you know me. Helicopter. Alright, nothing. Let's go into the secret lair and try not to fall in the shark tank, as she said. You know, I don't think I've ever seen a James Bond film.
For years we have been building towards this day. Years of planning, developing, training. For me personally, this marks the end of a 17-year journey, and today we emerge from the shadows. We do so accepting great responsibility.
Ooh.
I present to you the CFR. The Chronon Field Regulator. This device has been at the heart of our Chronon research since 2010, but I am here to assure you that it is so much more than just that. This device will be our salvation, and as promised, it is ready. To some of you, this means nothing. To others, everything. Rest assured, you will all know when the time is right. We are entering a volatile age. Great danger is coming our way. It cannot be prevented, but we can be protected. And so tonight is a celebration. A celebration in the face of darkness. We celebrate, but for some of you this means nothing. For others, everything. Rest assured, you will all know when the time is right. We are entering a volatile age.
He just repeated
Great
himself.
danger is coming our way. It cannot be prevented, but we can be protected. And so tonight is a celebration in face of darkness. Tonight we celebrate because I promise to you that we are prepared. We are prepared for what comes next. We are prepared to do what is necessary. We are prepared to survive. Thank you.
I wonder if that's because of his Chronon syndrome. Hey, Wraith Diaga? No,
out.
none of them.
Not a care in the world.
None of them. Celebration! Woo! Celebration, yeah, celebration. Celebration. Guarding your future. No, just guarding certain people's futures.
Beth, I'm about to take the elevator. See Paul's still fond of his own voice?
Yeah, he's talking about his survival plan. Crowd's eating it up.
Why was nobody alarmed? He's like, end times are coming. And they're all like, okay. I believe you. I'm not gonna ask for proof or anything. What is wrong with this button? Those are some jittery LCD screens.
Jack, security network is lit up.
Joyce is here.
Copy that. All units. Target has been sighted. Be on high alert. Over.
I'm stuck in a fucking elevator. I can probably do control.
Jesus.
Careful not to hit any of these bullets. Oh. It's extra jittery today. Oh god. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I did not remember in video was like, hey, there's an update. And I didn't do it.
Dr. Amaril's office. Looks like that's one level up.
11. Whatever, I'm gonna explore anything anyway. I'm gonna explore everything because we have narrative objects to find. Fuck all these dudes trying to shoot at me. Yeah, this is like extra jittery and screen tearing and like garbo. So if you guys see the loading symbol in the lower corners, I think it's in the lower right, let me know so that I can quickly just... Oh, I don't know if it'll let me do it while I'm live.
Doesn't sound right.
Never mind. Maybe on my break if I have to restart the stream real quick, I will. Because I don't think it'll let me do it with XSplit open. I know it won't let me do it with Discord open, but it...
I'm getting more frequent.
Mouse 1. Mouse 1, damn it. No? Not mouse 1? Okay. I'm just exploring. I wanted to take down that guy so he didn't shoot at me. What's in here? What is this, a fancy drone? A single-person flight machine, also known as an airplane?
It was some kind of surveillance drone.
Drone.
Knowing that Monarch had eyes in the sky made me a little uneasy.
It makes me hella uneasy. You know what's fun? The word hella. Hella is a funny word. It just like...
What the hell is this?
Looks fucking dangerous. Also, what about the rest of the place? Oops.
What is that? It's like I'm being drained.
Chronon dampeners. Chronon dampeners take away your time powers, disable them, or leave the area of effect. Lifeboat protocol. to lifeboat maintenance. Greetings, lifeboat personnel. The day has finally come to commence Phase 3 of our plan. Tonight I will be hosting a gala to celebrate this monumental achievement, to which you are all invited. By now you have likely heard of the events that took place earlier today at Riverport University. Our path forward has not been impacted by this minor setback. We are ready for what comes next. Your part in this journey has not yet begun, but the onset of the fracture will bring with it new challenges that are worth reiterating. I am not able to go over many of these issues in detail at tonight's gala because many guests will not have knowledge of the lifeboat protocol. As such, I am including a high-level document outlining key points worth addressing. 1. The path forward, our journey ahead. 2. Lifeboat protocol, status of the survival program. 3. Shifters, dangers awaiting us at the end of time. 4. R&D tour, our future work. 1. The path forward. When you were first chosen for the lifeboat protocol, you were sent a package illustrating in great detail several events that would come to pass. It was stressed that these events were unavoidable. Many of you were reluctant to believe this, but every single one of these events has since occurred, including, to our great regret, the onset of the fracture. This provides empirical evidence of my knowledge and understanding of the future, and I trust it has dispelled your doubts. No future event that I have experienced can ever be prevented. This includes the end of time. It cannot be avoided. However, it can be survived. I'm gonna go back to bed. Good night. Good night, Nicole. Wormy, hello. Game makes you barfy. Oh, yeah, I totally understand. That's what brought up the motion sickness, discussion yesterday. For sure, for sure. Totally understand. I'm sorry that it's getting you today. But I hope you feel better, sleep well. I'm sorry that I made you motion sick. Eggs, hello. How's it going? Haven't been following this game too much since I've been work lurking. Is this the game The Faceless Void origin story? Yes. Who do you think becomes Faceless Void? I'm betting Paul because of the face shape. His face is too chunky. He's got like that Faceless Void shape of head. Anyway, the survival in the end of time has been the primary mission of Monarch Solutions since its inception. Your loyalty to this cause will prove invaluable as we move forward. I know this isn't easy, but in the face of immutable facts, sacrifices must be made in the name of our survival. From this point forward, we will have to start making those sacrifices at a rapid pace. While we do know the exact date and time at which the complete end of time will occur, our knowledge about the escalation in stutters and time anomalies leading to it is far less complete. We do, however, know that it will be dangerous. For the first time in 17 years, we are entering a phase of the relative unknown. Adjustments will need to be made along the way, both in response to the effects of the fracture's progress and to the less cosmic events that we will find ourselves in. We ask for your patience in this trying time. Cute beans. Oh, I'm so excited. I'll read that once I get through some more of this. Or not read it, I'll look at it. The Wiggum beans. Lifeboat protocol. You are the chosen few who will survive the end of time. When time stops, your journey will continue in the safety of the lifeboat. The Chronon particle harvesting operation is nearing completion. The lifeboat has been confirmed to be able to run solely on that Chronon power, as regulated by the Chronon field regulator. Current data indicates that the lifeboat will remain stable for approximately 50 years. Subjective years, of course, as no time at all will pass outside the lifeboat. Given the preliminary research that we have achieved using the CFR, we estimate that it will take at least 2 subjective decades for the lifeboat team to discover a permanent solution for the end of time. Given the nature of the problem, this is of course highly speculative, and the solution could prove to be more elusive than we were hoping. However, by the time the loaf bite. That sounds like a yummy protocol, the loaf bite. By the time the lifeboat protocol is activated, we are confident that we will be able to increase our Chronon particle reserves and their sustainability to a point where we have a runtime of upwards of 200 subjective years. Or to put it another way, if there's a solution to the end of time, I am 100% confident that the lifeboat team will have the necessary time to discover it. Shifters. We briefed you all on the danger of chronon-disrupted wave function subjects, or what are now being referred to as shifters. We estimate that they will begin to emerge within stutters as only as the end of time nears. The lifeboat has been tested, and we can say with absolute certainty that the stutter-proof technology will protect the lifeboat from shifters. Using a living sample in Dr. Kim's lab, that's one way to put it, we have proven that shifters cannot manifest without the presence of a stutter. We will make sure that you are transported to the safety of the lifeboat before they arrive. Floor 3 of the lifeboat has been built to house the Monarch Solutions Striker and Juggernaut squads, a paramilitary unit trained to combat shifters at the end of time. Their presence will likely not concern you. However, in the event that travel outside the safety of the lifeboat proves to be necessary for any reason, the Striker teams have been trained to navigate the end of time and successfully eliminate shifters. This is the last one, you guys. Then we get to look at, I get to look at the Wiggum beans. Bye! They're also in Discord? Excellent. Thank you for sharing those. Love that, Wiggum. Tonight we'll be sending you VIP passes for the gala, which will permit entry into our high-security R&D facility on Gull Island. Many of you are, of course, already familiar with these areas given your technological and scientific expertise, but those who aren't will undoubtedly find it interesting. You are welcome to join a tour to view the various pieces of tech that Monarch has developed during Phase 2 and prepare for our journey forward. We welcome you to take this opportunity to see for yourself that every development necessary for the lifeboat protocol is completely on schedule. Your dedication to our cause will assure our survival. Dark times are coming, but you are a light at the end of the tunnel. You are humanity's salvation and hope. Together we will survive. We will survive. I wanna turn this shit off so it stops making this awful noise.
What the hell do they need things like that?
The device drained my powers.
We refer to it as a chronon dampener.
Okay. Got Wiggles. I would probably end up calling him Wiggles. Oh, it's not Wiggum. That's very cute, though. Look at those giant beans. Those kitty toe beans. That's a snow leopard. I used to love snow leopards when I was little. I just remembered this. I loved snow leopards. I mean, I loved cats, just in general. But I had a snow leopard stuffed animal that I got from the zoo. That's a really pretty baby. It's a pretty kitty baby. Yes, Reedy. I understood. But yeah, there's a lot of reading. Of course it's optional, but for me it's not optional because I want to see everything. Chronon disrupted wave function subjects, and you can also, if you had a lynx, like a real one or a stuffed animal lynx, you can also read them in, like if you go to the timeline, it's like an out-of-game thing, you can read it there. But for streaming purposes, I read it here. Chronon disrupted wave function subjects, aka shifters. Key attributes. Theorized to exist in a state of quantum superposition, surrounded by a highly dangerous distortion field. Highly resistant to injury, conventional weapons are useless. Populate the end of time. Can only exist in zero state inside stutters. Appearances likely once fracture progresses. As a result, shifters cannot enter stutter-proofed areas. Key procedures. Keep your distance. If not aggressive, do not provoke. Avoid confrontation. Seek cover inside. Seek cover inside. Stutter-proofing. Can I get some stutter-proofing for my mouth? Maintain stutter-proofing at all costs. If forced to engage, assemble superior numbers with chronon tech weapons. No heroics. Why did I just get that text again? I got that this morning. Weird. Is this where I came from? Is this the other direction? This is where I came from. Okay. And then instead of going... Okay. I found it. I did it. Gargle. Gargle? Not gargling anything. A real one? Holy shit. Oh no, there's not enough reading in this game for it to affect my voice. There's plenty of cutscenes and dialogue where I'm not talking.
Okay, I gotta get to Dr. Amaril's office.
Serene ordered Hatch to kill me because he didn't want to put his plan at risk. But seeing the scale of that facility, I started realizing just how deep that plan went. Made me wonder. Time was ending. What was it all for?
Lucky shot. Saving lives. New medical technology. Burst fire pistol. Yeah, I don't want your pistols. I don't want your pistols. Oh, hang on.
Dr. Amaril's office. It's like that's one level up.
Okay, so there's... That's where I came from initially. Is there anything over here? Nope, just elevators. There's...
The chart showed that all of Monarch's major technological advancements started in 2010. Around the same time that something else happened.
Ground Zero.
And that's also when they stole the Chronon... Blargity Bleak. Standardized Mark II striker suit. Personal Chronon field prototypes. Cool. Headshot. Yeah, I got really lucky. Do you see how wide my reticle was? That was like no good. Alright, which way is the plot? The plot is in there. So clearly I'm coming this way. That guy actually bred them around here? I think his wife's tabby cat got left outside with them or some such. Lewdness ensued. 3 kitties were had, 2 were sold. The runt was given to me for free because no one wanted it. Halflinks named him Gilligan. Wow. That's really, really strange. Aw, best kitty ever. I still miss my kitties. What does that even do? That grenade. I don't know what that does. Alright, so I've gone down that way. I don't think there's anything over here. No. Hello, thanks for holding the door open for me, bro. That looks not good. That's a weird way to hold that gun, sir. Shift, like run or something. What are you doing? I can't... It would not let me walk forward. That was really bizarre. I can't even see this guy. Ow. Oh shit! Don't stand next to him when you do that. Hey Raven, how's it going, man? How have you been? Thanks for stopping in the other morning.
The device drained my powers.
We refer to it as a chronon dampener.
I just wanna... I think if you find these, even if you, like, lose, it still keeps it as you got it.
Serene ordered Hatch to kill me because he didn't want to put his plan at risk. With seeing the scale of that facility, I started realizing just how deep that plan went. It made me wonder. Time was ending. What was it all for?
Look at these dudes. Look at those dudes.
The chart showed that all of Monarch's major technological advancements started in 2010. Around the same time that something else happened.
Ground Zero.
And the CFR, like I said. I went down that way. I don't think there was anything that way. Very kindly opening the doors for me. Let me just make sure. Okay, cool. Tabby stripes on top was really orange on his tummy. He had those spiky ears. Aw, cute. Had to re-sign up for classes? That sucks, man. How big was your kitty, Garrett?
What the fuck is that thing?
Where's the other one? Where's the other guy? Damn, I'm doing a horrible job of leading my shots.
Gotta move.
Why are you still? How are you still alive? This is not the gun I meant to have.
That's the
Damn it. It's turning around too fast. Stop turning around. Dang it. I'm too slow. Ugh, all the time stuttering is like really... I can't even see its freaking back, man. Stop turning. It's turning around too fast.
fuck me. That was hardcore.
Is it dead? Okay, got it. Oh, that's so hard. Hey, look who decided to show up not at the end. Hey, Tex, how's it going, man?
Which way is Amon's off?
You had ferals on the property? Those are all your cats. Those are all your kitties. They would have been all my kitties. Been like, oh my god, all these kitties for me. All these are my kitties. Oh, is this a use it and lose it kind of a deal? Yes, it is. Oh, that sucks balls, sacks. Can you reload, please? Oh, he did already. Just kidding. Is the stream over because I'm here? Yep, Dex is here, guys. I gotta go. Bye. Pretty small. 15 plus pounds. Aww. Yeah. A squirrel? Kitty Bongo once brought a pigeon indoors.
It was clear that Monarch had been building the Chronon technology for years. They were prepared for the fracture.
None of it would have been possible without the CFR.
It was still alive. My dad told me the story. Do you know how fast you have to be to catch a fucking squirrel with teeth and claws? But yeah, my dad said that this is when we lived in the downstairs apartment. He used to let Bongo go outside in the courtyard, run around in the courtyard, and I guess he had caught a pigeon. So it's like middle of the night, my dad goes to get some water from the kitchen or whatever. It couldn't have been water. He was getting something from the fridge because we did not have a sink in our kitchen. We did all of our dishes in the bathtub. We didn't have a sink in the kitchen. It was a weird apartment. But yeah, so he was in the kitchen anyway, getting something, and he felt something on his foot, like a marrow. Felt something on his foot, like brush against his foot, and he was like, ah! He looked down and it was a pigeon. Bongo had brought a pigeon inside. A full-grown rabbit? Dragged it over a 6-foot wall. And a blackbird recently. Oh yeah, I forgot you got a cat. Probably because you never talk to me anymore. He never talks to me. Bobble thumb. You have 5 cats? Where did they all come from? Semi-auto shotgun. You know, I'll take the shotgun because the other one is not going to... The other one's not gonna... I can't get more ammo for it.
These things were designed like walking tanks.
They weren't for you. Don't flatter yourself.
How do you know?
Oh, hello.
Everything's for me.
We might be able to get out through here.
I think I'm probably supposed to be further down on this thing. Or maybe not. Oof, okay. Everything's so wobbly. 5 cats live here? Okay. Every cat is my cat. That's how I view things. Okay, ready? Plop down. Oh, there's dudes
Guessing
just
this
hanging
isn't the
out.
Usual employee route.
Nope, I'm assuming not. Oh! It's just slid off the edge there. Stutter-proofing is that way. I have to come see what's over here, though. Oh, yeah! We just got these new fancy
Dr.
things
Emerald's office must be close.
to lift boxes. Oh, that's actually the plot. Okay, so I am going this way. Stutter-proof zone beyond this wall. Yeah, get me in here. Feels good, man. Feels so good.
I knew that Monarch had technology to let their soldiers move in stutters, but this was bigger than that. Somehow, time flowed normally in that area. Suddenly, Monarch's lack of concern about time stopping made a hell of a lot more sense.
They're all... Look how slow that one on the end is going. It's so weird. I think this is like normal time. This is faster, this is faster, this is slower, this is slower. I mean, hi. Hey Mike, how's it going? All cats can be your cats if you believe hard enough. And I believe every cat is my cat. I have a lot of cats. They just don't all live with me. Actually, none of them live with me, so makes me sad.
No alarms. It's like nobody here knows about the mess I made on the way in. Nice job, Beth.
Now, look. It's just math.
Just math.
People, the bigger the area we need to proof, and the less time we're gonna have.
Oh,
Really.
kitties. It's just math. Alright, from Martin Hatch to Clarice Ogawa. Must move forward. I've aided in Jack Joyce's escape from his cell. He is here to kidnap Dr. Sophia Amaral. This presents the perfect opportunity to move forward with our agenda. Tonight we send Monarch into a state of chaos. Tonight we ensure Paul Serene's downfall. When Paul hears about Jack's escape, he will order Sophia Amaral to be locked away in the villa for protection. As Jack nears her location, have Stetson sabotage the drone surveillance so that his movements will remain undetected. Assist Joyce's mission in any covert manner possible. Sophia is Paul's only resource capable of developing the treatments he needs. With her out of the picture, we need only to destroy his remaining treatments to render Paul helpless as his sickness grows. All of his treatments are kept in Dr. Kim's lab. I will gain access to the area and ensure that the entire lab is destroyed. Aw, poor Dr. Kim. Maybe it'll be more of a release for him. He's been trapped in there for years. I predict that Paul's sickness will take hold within 6 hours of these events, spurred by the increasingly frequent stutters. Only then will we make our final move. What is your deal? Why do you want to do this? Who's the worse evil? Oh no! This is so funny. How did you not know I have cats? I forgot because you don't talk. Well, I think I saw on Twitter that you got a cat. And I was like, oh my god, kitty! But that was like years ago. This is the last time you talked to me. I believe it is, yeah. I did not like that movie when I watched it. We watched it in class once when I was in high school. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Ow. I have a bruise here from playing guitar because I don't have the arm strength to like hold the chords in place. So I end up like pressing the guitar into me. Into myself, so like the top swoop of the guitar hits me, ow, right there. As I jab my pointy little thumb knuckle into it. Okay. To Fiona Miller from Beth Wilder. To Beth from Fiona. I just got word that Jack Joyce is in Monarch custody. Walked right into the mansion on Gull Island and gave himself up. What the hell are you two up to? If you want my help from the inside, then I need to know what's going on. Fiona. Yeah, oops. I'm sure you noticed that things didn't go exactly according to plan at Ground Zero. Seems like a running theme tonight. Can't go into details now, but we found something that I believe is the key to retrieving the countermeasure. The solution is in sight, but we need to kidnap Sophia Amaral in order to get it to work. Jack gave himself up as part of a plan to get him inside. I'm on my way to release him so he can get to Amaral. A poor man's Trojan horse. Desperate times, desperate measures. What's your status? Any update on the Dr. Kim lead? We may need your help from inside to pull this off. Any chance you can lower security in and around the R&D facility? Our plans might actually overlap for once. I'm going to attempt to access Dr. Kim's lab tonight during the gala to find out if he knew about the countermeasure. I still think that that's our strongest lead. However, if we get inside, I should be able to shut down some of the security measures from the inside. The problem is that getting inside the lab might prove to be a long shot. Couldn't get a hold of Umbrell's keycard, so I've resorted to shameless flirting in order to find a means in. I'm going to the gala as Charlie Wincott's date in hopes that he can get me inside. I feel bad for Charlie. Oh, God. Bye, Woobla. Have a good day. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Oh. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good one, man. What kind of weird boy doesn't like Office Space? Me. Me, weird boy. Weird boy! Anyway, that's if I can hold back from punching that out the douche for that long. Consider this a test of restraint. I like him, though! I really like his character. Even though he's, like, not a great person. Like, he's not a nice guy, you know what I mean? I mean, like, he's nice in some... whatever. He's not a good guy. Like, he's working for the bad guys, but... I just really like him. I know that you think Jack is the key to obtaining the countermeasure, but the evidence is really stacking up that Dr. Kim knew something about the device. All of the research he did in that lab is classified. They're hiding something big in there. I'll let you know what I find. I'd warn you that your plan on the island sounds reckless, but I'm sure you're fully aware. Keep in mind that the minute Dr. Amaral goes missing, the entirety of Monarch is going to be hunting you down. She's the only thing She's the only thing keeping Serene alive. He won't let her go without a fight. Keep safe. Alright. That's just open on some rando's computer. Look at his face. Is that the same actor? Instructions for tonight. Two Monarch security team leads. People. It seems we are having an even busier day than we anticipated. Be aware that both Liam Burke and Jack Joyce are now being held in the detention center at the island. It should go without saying that Burke no longer has any authority within Monarch Solutions and should be treated as any other detainee. Both Burke and Joyce are considered exceptionally dangerous, and Joyce particularly so. He is Chronon active and should be handled with caution. That said, Joyce has given himself up. It's possible that he has realized the futility of his position, and the fight has simply gone out of him, but I'm not convinced he has no ulterior motive. Mr. Serene has to concentrate on his speech tonight. It's extremely important to the future of this company, so please ensure that everything goes smoothly. In the meantime, I will personally be conducting an interrogation of Joyce. Please expect my arrival at the detention center shortly. Text you the cat so you can't disavow kitty knowledge anymore. Good, do it.
That's Emerald's office.
Where? In there? So that's not where I'm going right now. Woman playing Alan Wake. Spoilers! Greetings. Purpose of the gala. It's been brought to my attention that there is some confusion as to the reason for the upcoming evening gala on Gull Island. I understand that some feel that such a celebration is frivolous, even misguided, in the aftermath of last night's events at Riverport University, and the now-present steadily advancing fracture in time. These concerns are understandable, but they are missing the bigger picture. Monarch Solutions is now entering a phase in which its true purpose will be fulfilled. We have finally arrived at the moment for which we have spent years preparing. The purpose of this event is twofold. First of all, for those selected to be a part of the Lifeboat project as scientists, technicians, support personnel, or in some other role, it will be important to see and hear Paul Serene. Continued confidence in the survival program is vital for the continued survival of Monarch and ultimately the human race itself. This is particularly important given recent events. We need to present a desirable and reassuring counterpoint to the sacrifices we've had to make. Naturally, not everybody at the party will be among the chosen few, so a certain degree of informational hygiene will be required. I trust you will ensure that those reporting to you are informed precisely to the degree necessary. Secondly, for all our autonomy and vast resources, Monarch is not functionally independent from the rest of society. In order for our plans to succeed, we'll need the support and cooperation of the authorities and numerous business partners, even though they don't know our true goals. A demonstration of power and confidence, as well as certain... Shh! Shut up, lady! A demonstration of power and confidence, as well as certain judicious investments of currency and influence, will go a long way towards securing that support. Our PR blitz has been working well, but in order to maintain momentum, we must maintain an amicable relationship with Riverport's leadership. Our entire approach is based on the idea of Monarch stepping in to assist the authorities and being welcomed by citizens and city administration alike. Should the latter suddenly declare Monarch's help unwanted or unsanctioned, our entire strategy would collapse in just a few hours. This would be disastrous to our plans. In conclusion, this is a tremendously important event for the future of Monarch Solutions and for the future itself. If there are any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me, Martin Hatch. Someone would have leaked it. Oh, hey, look. There's a picture of a kid and a dog. I think they probably underwent psyche evals to determine, like, who would be loyal. I did just water myself, thank you. To determine who would end up being loyal and who wouldn't. Which is part of why Liam Burke was pulled out of the Striker program, because they thought that he would potentially not be loyal because of his... not loyal to Monarch because of his wife. Projected fracture progression. We've looked at the preliminary data on the frequency and severity of the stutters and crunched the numbers. And the results are alarming. Our original projection, which gave us years until the fracture reached the point where time breaks down completely, does not match up with the progression of stutters we are experiencing. Put simply, the stutters are happening more and more frequently, clearly indicating that the Meyer-Joyce field is breaking down much faster than we thought. Taking the rate of acceleration, we can hypothesize that we have as little as 24 hours until we reach the end of time, or the point at which time stops and no longer starts up again. We do not know why the original projection was wrong, and why that data, which we do consider reliable, coming as it does from Mr. Serene, seems to entirely contradict our current findings. Regardless, the main issue seems clear. In order to achieve Monarch's stated goals, the lifeboat protocol should be activated ASAP. Alright, so there's... this?
That there looks like what Beth wanted.
Something fashionable.
Oh, shit. Emerald's at the party. Stutter won't last. I better find a way out of here and get to the party.
More reading! This is a lot of fucking reading right now, though. Chronon disrupted wave function subjects aka shifters, slide 1. Much of what we know about the shifters is theoretical, based on observations made by Mr. Serene and the limited experimentation we have been able to conduct on the only subject we have managed to capture. They do not seem to have a stable physical presence. Rather, the data we are gathering appears to be fragmented and contradictory. I'm also having trouble sitting up straight today. Sorry for the boob pushing. The boob push! That's me trying to sit up straight. Rar, 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 rar. As if there were countless versions of the subject occupying the same space. Our current theory is that they somehow exist in a persistent state of quantum superposition, or to put it another way, with reference to the famous Schrodinger's cat thought experiment, the cat is both alive and dead at the same time. The full mechanics and implications of this exceeded our current understanding, but on a practical level, it seems to make them highly resistant to injury. It appears that even if the shifter encounters deadly force, it may kill one of its aspects, but because it exists as multiple iterations of itself, including iterations that were not killed by the force, it doesn't stop. So what if you kill all of the iterations by one? Does it turn back into being like a regular person? Probably not. Sometimes I push my boobs too. It's okay, mama. Hashtag mama mana things. Yes. Sometimes I just want to push the boobies. Push them up, push them down. Push them to the side and all around. Push those boobies. Current theory suggests that the only way to stop a shifter is to cause its wave function to collapse from the superposition to a single eigenstate? In practical terms, a shifter must be affected with deadly force enough times for it to run out of healthy versions of itself. As such, direct confrontation with a shifter should be a last resort. Slide 2. Contact with a shifter is extremely dangerous. We know that they are essentially mobile repositories of vast amounts of chronon particles, and that they can only exist in a zero state. Is that why they're keeping him? Is it because he's a repository for chronon particles? An area which has been depleted of chronon particles, typically by a fault in the Meyer-Joyce field that encompasses the universe. Colloquially, we refer to these as stutters in time. We also know that shifters are hostile to any source of chronon particles other than themselves within stutters, so any chronon-active individual with a stutter may find themselves targeted by shifters. It appears that movement in stutters, by which we mean the movement of particles within the space in which time flows, not merely the movement of an individual, disturbs them, and they respond with considerable aggression. As discussed previously, shifters are extremely resistant to damage. They are also quite physically formidable. But their biggest threat is the distortion field around them. Its exact nature is unknown, but we know it warps the properties of the space surrounding them, exerting great physical stress and unpredictable forces on its surroundings. Again, in practical terms, close proximity to a shifter may be fatal even if no actual physical contact takes place. Slide 3! Oh, the reading! A quantum mechanical state corresponding to an eigenvalue. What? You're more confused? Like fried eggs, old mama things? Aw, poor I'd Freg. Yes, I'd Freg. I'm with you, Amaro. I don't understand either. That kind of talk just like... My eyes have glazed over, I passed out, I'm dead now. I are dead, boy. Slide 3. The stutter-proofing technology Monarch Solutions has advanced offers solid protection against shifters. Time flows normally within a stutter-proofed area, so shifters cannot exist within them. Therefore, as long as stutter-proofing remains active, shifters are not a problem. However, stutter-proofing of large outside areas is not feasible given our chronon particle budget, so we have developed other technology to defend against shifters, the chronon dampeners. A chronon dampener works by annihilating free-floating chronon particles within a specified area. As shifters' forms are hypersaturated with chronon particles, they cannot enter an area in which a chronon dampener is active without losing their wave function, without their wave function collapsing. Therefore, operatives in the field have solid portable defense against shifters. I'm feeling very lightheaded today. Yeah. Agreed, Amaro. Our own technology is shielded against the dampener's effects, so activities and stutters undertaken by our strikers and other operatives are not hindered. However, as an unfortunate side effect, the dampeners have a crippling effect on the individuals who are chronon active without the aid of technology. Accordingly, should Mr. Serene be present, you should always make him aware of your intentions before activating a dampener. You may rest assured that the dampener is not powerful enough to do actual physical harm to Mr. Serene, those whose system constantly produces new chronon particles to replace the ones that are lost. But as the chronon dampener's effects are unpleasant and enervating, such an encounter is likely to lead to an awkward conversation about future career prospects. No! I don't want to read anymore. Can we just, like, have a cutscene break? CFR briefing. It's no exaggeration to say the Chronon Field Regulator, or the CFR, is at the heart of all Monarch Technology's advances. It has taken on a somewhat mythical quality, given its origins and the vital role it plays in the Lifeboat project, but in actuality, the CFR's applications are very practical. That's not to say that CFR hasn't had a course-altering impact on the work Monarch Solutions does. It's been hugely influential in the development of both the stutter-proofing technology that allows us to shield large areas from the effects of a zero state, enabling... I'm not absorbing any of this information right now. Hey. Mana? Mana? Also Garrick. Allows us to shield large areas from the effects of a zero state, enabling time to keep flowing within them even as it stops everywhere else, as well as the smaller personalized application of the same technology, the portable chronon harness that allows our soldiers and technicians to operate freely within the stutters. We think of Dr. Henry Kim as the father of all this technology, and deservedly so, but for all his brilliance, it was his dedication to uncovering the secrets of the CFR that allowed him to make his breakthroughs. Despite Dr. Kim's hard work, the CFR's functionality is not fully understood, and we have not been able to replicate the device. Having more than one of them would obviously be greatly advantageous to us, but we find ourselves in a precarious position where, in order to fully investigate it, we would have to take it apart. Given its immense power, such an undertaking would pose obvious risks. Perhaps even more importantly, there's no guarantee we'd be able to put it back together again, given that it's vital to the implementation of the Lifeboat Protocol. It is our policy to leave it intact. I was gonna say Dota. There's actually a ton of reading. Stupid Dota. Hey! Dota is not stupid, as you said. Dota's great. Bread is great. It's not even that my throat's not tired. I'm tired. I want this information, and I don't want to have another big reading section later on. So, like, I kind of have to read it now. Yamada's being mean to me. He's being mean to both of us. I think I should ban him. I think we should ban him. We do know, however, that the CFR can not only store an immense amount of chronon particles, it can also tap into the Meyer-Joyce field and, with great precision, manipulate it. It's this unique ability that our own chronon technology replicates, albeit at far less control and efficiency. It's also what makes Lifeboat Protocol a reality. By itself, our stutter-proofing technology is powerful and reliable, but its rate of chronon particle consumption is high, and it increases at an alarming rate as we widen the volume of space the stutter-proofing covers. This would, on the face of it, make the stutter-proofing a very temporary solution indeed, one that could perhaps buy us some subjective weeks once we enter a permanent zero state, but which would ultimately delay the inevitable. However, the CFR changes all of that. When the permanent stutter-proofing installed on Lifeboat, indeed the very stutter-proofing that makes the Lifeboat in the first place, is directed by the CFR, the system becomes vastly more efficient. Our chronon particle consumption is reduced to around 1% of what it otherwise would be, given that chronon particles are hard to source, even at our ground zero installation. Our stockpiles are decidedly limited. This means that the CFR makes the difference between Lifeboat being a temporary stopgap solution or a very long-term undertaking. Hopefully allows us to eventually find a solution to the end of time.
The Amaral had tried to warn Paul. The end of time was approaching quickly. Less than 24 hours away.
Mr. Serene believed it would take years to run its course. Admittedly, he was wrong.
Hi, Freddy Bear! Ugh, Garrick. Ugh. You need a nap? Me too. Are you making me not sleep well? I'm gonna blame you. It's your fault. So what order is this in? Dream Journal 1. Alright. Ugh. Sophia. As promised in our last session, I am now going to transcribe what I recall from my dreams. I still have doubts that this exercise will help alleviate my symptoms, but I'm willing to explore the idea further if you truly believe in its merit. For someone who is not a medical doctor, let alone a mental health professional, you seem to take a great interest in my thoughts. Not that I don't appreciate it. Here's my first attempt. I recall a haunting image of 7 red doors. Each door had a wrought iron handle that was dripping liquid metal onto the ground, creating a pool in the middle of the room. I looked down into the aqueous metallic glow at my feet to see my own glimmering reflection, revealing that I had aged half a lifetime. Startled, I looked back up to discover that only one door remained. Jack Joyce stood in front of it. The heat in the room was overwhelming. Jack was sweating profusely, his skin red and peeling. He begged me to take him back home, but there was no door leading home. I opened the only door left and entered, discovering that we were back in the same room we had just exited. He refused to come to terms with this and opened the door again. I followed him over and over as he desperately opened the doors, forever leading us back to where we started. The heat grew, and he howled in pain, begging to know why I made the other doors disappear, why there was only one path. He begged me to bring the other doors back, begged me to take him home. This is probably the first dream in media that I've actually understood the meaning of. Nice hair. Thanks, Leaf. What disc game? The first day we played it, I named the title of the stream What Disc Game, in your honor. I'm only in bed hours prior to you. Yeah, but you not sleeping well is making me not sleep well. No, we're not playing Runlings with Sneaky Fish. Yeah, and you didn't keep me up late. We stopped at, what, like midnight? 11? I think it was midnight. Stayed up a little late. But I stayed up later to go through the subscriber Discord in the Day Nights channel. And then I read my book, and then I just couldn't sleep. And now I have a headache, so I should probably take a migraine pill or something, because I had a very large mug of tea, and sometimes the caffeine helps, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, anyway. The iron pool burst into flames. Jack screamed in agony. I grabbed him, told him that we needed to learn to endure the heat, to embrace the flame. I knew it would come to pass eventually, but the only way to survive it was to accept its inevitability. My body began swaying rapidly, dancing to the movement of the flames around me until my bones faded out of existence, and I surrendered to the fire until we were one and the same. I was no longer one being in one place and time. My life force was spread evenly across the flames until I was no longer an individual in one body, but a grander, shifting entity. I could feel Jack being consumed within my essence. I felt a power within the heat, a clarity of intent. I forgot about my desire to ever return from the flames, because the body that once desired to return was lost forever. I became the very thing that I entered, and it became me, a cyclical fury chasing itself, Ouroboros. I woke up in a cold sweat, quickly wrote down words that poisoned my mind in that moment. Delmore Schwartz was right. Time is the fire. With Jack Joyce in our custody, I thought it relevant to forward you a message you sent me years ago. Do not underestimate the significance he holds in your life. I understand your concern that he is reluctant to accept the inevitability of what is coming. However, when he sees the whole picture, he'll have no choice but to believe. We all had our doubts once. You showed us the light. Give him time. Yeah, Munchkin is a long game. That game is not short. I actually said, did I look at this while I was yawning? Friday social, do not use the radar tower entrance as a smoking area. Chronon text wanted, return all used cups. So nobody has to die. What? That's aggressive.
Quite expensive piece of tech you stole.
Bill me. I knew Beth's cover wouldn't last long. Had to get it to her at the party before it was too late.
No, Ouroboros is, in Norse mythology, it's snake eating itself. Don't know if you texted this to the right person. No, I got a bunch of texts. Got a bunch of texts. And then somebody texted me to subscribe to Kmart mobile alerts. It hasn't really been that long since you've texted me that you don't even know if that's my phone number. No, I got them. No, why is there more reading right now? Kmart Mobile was me, you're welcome. Whose fault is that? It's not mine! I used to text you all the time and you just were unresponsive. You guys suck. But no, Ouroboros is mentioned in tons and tons of media because it's from mythology. You just looked. I didn't look at them. I just looked to see that I got them. I didn't open them. The only reason for texting you would be hearing Rar while Dukes is away. Fair. Although today it's just been doing like the little laugh that comes first rather than the Rar itself. Yes. Yeah, we have drop mix. You're the only other person I know who has it. Hin. Who? Hin. No, I have not done that. But you ruined it, Leaf. Fred's here now. Now he knows my plans. Anyway, hello. I have just been informed that the time machine core we obtained from the university has reached Monarch HQ safely and is currently being installed into the new time machine corridor system we have constructed there. As you know, the core of the time machine is the time machine. The corridor around it is merely the user interface. This means, of course, that once the installation is complete, we have effectively moved the time machine from the university into the Monarch HQ. That said, we don't intend to use it. Let me repeat that. There are no current plans to use the machine. We are not sure how safe it would be to use, given that its initial activation has caused the fracture. I personally believe that now the core has been activated, further use would be safe, but make no mistake, this is a hypothesis, not a proven fact. we know that the machine taps into the universal Minor-Joyce field, and somehow that connection has caused the fracture in the field, apparently because of a misconfiguration. We are looking into the specifics, but until we know for sure, it would be irresponsible to use the machine. However, having it in place gives us a degree of control. It allows us an emergency to travel backwards, although we obviously can go no further than to the time of its activation. Sorry, give me 1 second. My head just started spinning. So I'm just gonna close my eyes and be quiet for a minute. I think it's going hand in hand with that lightheadedness that I've had for a few weeks. I don't know. Oh, really? Really, JJ? Maybe I'll do like a one-off drop mix stream so you can see it for funsies. Put off by the cost. Yeah, I snagged it on eBay for cheap-ish. It was like $36, including shipping. 25? Oh, it was $26, wasn't it? It was really cheap. Yeah, the packs are the expensive. The base set is 100 here. Yeah, it's 100 if you buy it retail. Amazon US and have it shipped. Yeah, Amazon keeps having sales on it, but like I said, I found it on eBay. I did not, Amiro. It's been on my board game watch list. So maybe if I can convince Fred, when I come back, do a short little, like one-off drop mix stream just so that people can see what it's like. Yeah, I think they had played it one time. One time. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, there are times when I have multiple streams open. It's rare, though. I prefer to just have the one. Yeah, there's exclusives. Yeah, I don't know how people do that. But he did, and he was good at it, too. Anyway. However, having it in place gives us a degree of control. It allows us, in an emergency, to travel backwards, although we obviously can go no further than to the time of its activation, last night, or forwards, as it might be required, obviously being fully secured. Oh. Huh. So it's not at its first activation. Like, if you deactivate it and then reactivate it, you can't go past that time, I guess. I wonder what happens if you try. Of course, babe. You roll a d20. Oh, you each use a pack. Interesting way to do it. Obviously, being fully secured at our building's restricted area on the top floor means nobody else can use the machine. I have to reiterate, the only person who may authorize the use of the time machine is Paul Serene. I do not have that authority. Martin Hatch does not have that authority. The only person who does is Mr. Serene. He takes this issue very seriously, and I strongly suggest that you do the same. One more. Guys, one more reading. These people have no words. Cool. I thought that was that guy. Holy shit. They used his face. Oh, I usually do multiple tabs. I don't do multi-stream. I don't like the way it's laid out. And I typically like to look at chat. Aw, Aura got them for you? My mind twin. No, we tried party version. Brenner's mug. Check out Burke's contacts. Who's he working with? Intel. Alright, last thing. From Charlie to Fiona. What's up, girl? So I had a dream about you last night. It wasn't anything bad, don't worry. But it was pretty fucking weird. Let's just say that if you have a second mouth hidden under your arm that keeps on insisting that the international stock market's being controlled by the Pittsburgh Steelers, this would be a real good time to tell me. I mean, I don't usually have premonitions or anything. I don't believe in that crap. But just the same, I'd hate for that one to turn out to be true. Oh, and also that mouth eats nothing but sausages. Real chompy chomp style. So you know, there's probably nothing Freudian happening there. Just wanted you to know. What are you up to, Charlie? Jesus, Charlie, I can tell that you're a man of great sophistication. Did you major in smooth talk, or... Actually, hey, speaking of education, I heard rumors about that op coming up at the university. I know you know, 'cause you always know about that sort of stuff. It sounds pretty serious. What the hell's all that about? Well, as far as the university goes, I can't really talk about that. I mean, yeah, obviously I know. I'm like the first person they talk to about something like that, but it's classified. I sure as hell wouldn't put that down in an email, so maybe you should just come down and talk to me. You know, if I was free to talk about it, which obviously I'm not. Bring food. Seriously, I can't talk about it. I don't even want to know how you know about it, but you should still bring me food, not sausages. Don't make this weird. We did it. We read all the readings. I'm tired now. Oh, awesome. What's wrong with the Steelers? You don't like Tiki Barber? My stepdad actually played football in the backyard with the Tiki brothers, the Barber brothers. Why, thank you for the upgrade.
Guns made to operate in a stutter. Paul had clear priorities. When time ends, guns don't.
Oh my god, Dex. Ronde. He said they were very nice. But yeah, he and his brother played backyard football with them. Okie dokie. I'm not familiar with that, Wormy.
The Monarch combat gear was unwieldy. What I'd taken from Dr. Amaral's office was much lighter. Almost like a civilian model.
Can I take this? No, it's just gonna show it to me again. Okay. I'm gonna go on a break. Before I transition through here, because I don't know if it's gonna, like, slap me in a cutscene or whatever. I'm gonna go on a break so I can get some water, use the bathroom, stretch, and also not have to look at a screen and read things. I will be back in just a couple minutes. Enjoy the music in the meantime.